believe in the power of a creator who can do the impossible. And so there was my prayer, like, you can change my situation. You see that I'm hormonally disbalanced. You see that I am struggling extremely. And therefore, I am asking you for your healing. In this very moment, I believe that you can give me what I need. And the next thoughts that enter my mind is like, go into your cabinet and take this supplement. And I was like, no, like, I don't want a supplement. I have you, like, I have you. Like, why would I take a supplement when you can just change me, like, instantly? Like, you can do anything. Like, you created me. Why can't you just, change the situation in my body? I don't know. Like, I believe you can. And no, the thought was like, go and take this supplement. And, I went and I prayed again. And I was like, Lord, like, I don't want to take a supplement. I don't want to rely on anything that's not you. I want to rely on you. Is this even from you? Like, why am I, like, But I felt this so clearly that it was like him saying it. And again, I prayed and I said, God, if this is not from you, if this is not from you, then you need to stop me. And there was nothing, it was just like constantly reassuring me, take this supplement, and then I read the back and it's like, be cautious if you're breastfeeding and all that. And it's like, avoid reading and take the supplement. So I ended up taking it and I felt better. And then finally I had this quiet time where the kids went to nap or whatever, and I had time to hang out with God. And I came and I said, Lord, I don't know what happened in the morning. I don't know if that was for sure you or not. I want to rely on you and not supplements and certain medicines and roots. I came to you and I heard this and I went through with this, but I don't want to rely on anything that's not you. And I was like, can you confirm to me that you spoke to me? And there I am. I was holding my Bible and he said, open up the word. Again, I heard it in my heart, in my mind. And, I was like, all right, let's see what I open. And as I opened it, I got into Isaiah 38. And I was like, ugh, this is probably going to be another bust. Like, I'm just talking to myself, like I'm going crazy because I was already going crazy. And yeah, I started reading and it's about Hezekiah being healed. And Isaiah was sent to him to tell him that the Lord is going to take him and that he needs to get his house in order. And then Hezekiah prays a prayer. And as I'm reading this, he prays a prayer and says, Lord, I've been this and this and that. I don't want to go, type of thing. And then Isaiah returns and tells him, like, because of your prayer, like, your life has been extended. So I'm reading all of this and, nothing pops up until one of the last verses, right before the last verse. It says, now Isaiah had said, let them take a cake of figs and apply it to the boil that he may recover. And instantly the Holy Spirit goes, hey, I could have just healed him instantly, but no, I had you use nature, which was a cake of figs, and he applied them to the boil and he recovered. So he said, like, that's what spoke to me was, just as I have instructed Isaiah to apply something to a man who was ill for his healing, you were directed to take a herb, a supplement, or whatever to balance out your hormones for the day. So I did do what you asked me through something that I have created. And it was just so beautiful that he confirmed himself through his word, through the voice inside of me, through the Holy Spirit, that he can do anything. But yes, sometimes it's through, just things that we have in our cabinets. But I guess the point of the video is, if you're ever seeking a confirmation, you can ask for a confirmation. And just as I have asked for a confirmation, and it's so beautiful that the Lord is like this. As I was reading the whole entire chapter, I was thinking like, well, there's nothing here, and I was thinking to myself, again, I'm going crazy. But until the verse 21, and there's only 22 verses. So it was almost at the end. And he surprises me. And he surprises me with the confirmation I was needing. And that is our God. Our beautiful, beautiful, wonderful God, who is filled with, creativity, who is filled with wonders and surprise, and who just, I don't know, he will confirm. I guess the point of this video is seek to hear his voice, and if you are confused, if you are uncertain, seek a confirmation, because